emotions. One of them is the feeling of anger and the desire to take revenge on the person who has caused them pain. But do animals know revenge like humans? Here are 10 instances where animals apparently held grudges against humans and retaliated. Let's get started with Wild Thing. Number 10. A tiger tracked down and killed the poacher who shot it. Russian poacher Vladimir Markov found out the hard way after attacking one in the Russian Far East in 1997. Markov shot and wounded a tiger during the hunt, and to add insult to injury, he took part of its scalp. The tiger didn't forget, and between 12 and 48 hours later, it tracked Markov to the cabin where he lived. But Markov wasn't home, so the tiger destroyed everything in the cabin that had his scent and patiently waited for him to arrive. When Markov finally did, the tiger killed and ate him. Today, the incident remains the only time a tiger has been known to have deliberately tracked down a specific human and waited for him before killing and eating him. Number 9. Two herds of elephants attacked a village over the death of another elephant. In July 2016, members of several villages around the Kanpur forest range in Kenya, India, suffered a series of elephant invasions that lasted over 2 weeks. Over 15 days, 16 elephants from the two different herds launched a number of night attacks on the villages and destroyed 54 homes. Investigations revealed that the cause of the attacks were the killing of a male elephant on the night of July 11th. Some poachers from a neighboring state were responsible for poisoning and killing the elephant before making off with its tusk. However, the rest of the herd directed their aggression at the village and launched simultaneous attacks that left the villagers living under trees or in makeshift shacks. Number 8. Truman, the octopus shot streams of water at a lady it didn't like. Octopuses are intelligent animals with good vision and the ability to remember things. They are also capable of holding grudges and taking revenge whenever they get a chance. That was the case of Truman, an octopus that used to live at the New England Aquarium in Boston, Massachusetts. Truman took a particular dislike for a woman who was volunteering at the aquarium and would shoot a stream of water at her at every opportunity he got. The lady later left for college, but returned for a visit a few months later. Truman, who hadn't been shooting water at anyone in the meantime, quickly shot a stream of water at her the moment he saw her. Number 7. A leopard brutally attacked a park ranger for poking her with a stick. In the Lake Nakuru National Park, Kenya, a female leopard became a nuisance to some communities after she started feeding on their livestock. The people, fearing that the leopard might soon become a man-eater, called in park rangers to capture and relocate the animal. The leopard was captured and relocated, but refused to leave her cage at the back of the pickup truck used to transport her. It was at this point that things got nasty. One of the rangers, Alessandro Rono, poked the leopard with a long stick from the cabin of the truck, hoping she would leave the cage and escape. The leopard did not appreciate the gesture and roared aggressively at the post. She even bit the stick at one point but still didn't leave the cage. When she finally did, she didn't immediately flee. Rather, she turned toward the front of the vehicle and tried unsuccessfully to drum into the cabin where Alessandro was seated. Alessandro tried running up the windows but wasn't fast enough. The leopard tried drumming in a second time and got half her body in. She engaged Alessandro in a serious scuffle and repeatedly tore his face with her 8-centimeter, 3-inch claws while attempting to deliver a fatal bite to his neck. Alessandro suffered severe injuries and almost went blind. He required 21 stitches to close his wounds. In his words, Alessandro said he learned a very painful lesson he will never forget. He sure did. Number 6. Crows recognized and attacked some researchers for capturing them. Crows are good at recognizing people who draw them and will often taunt and dive bomb these people whenever they see them around. the crows made noses and swooped at them whenever they entered their territory. To prove that theory, the researchers started wearing masks when capturing and tagging the birds. With time, they realized that the crows made noses whenever they saw the masked person around. The crows didn't forget the faces and still recognized the mask even after they didn't see them for a whole year. Number 5. An angry camel bit its owner's head off. If there is one animal that never forgives or forgets, it is the camel. They have good memories and can hold grudges against people who harm them. Harming a camel is likely to lead to a revenge attack that will most likely end in death. One Indian man found this out the hard way in 2016 after he was killed by his own camel. The man, Urjaram, had been so engrossed in hosting some guests in his home in Mangta village, Rajasthan, India, that he forgot about the camel he tied out in the scorching sun for the whole day. When Urjaram tried untying the camel at night, the already angry camel caught him by the neck and lifted him up before throwing him back to the ground. Thereafter, it chewed on the neck until the head was separated from the body. It took 25 villagers about 6 hours to calm the angry camel down. Number 4. The tigress attacked 3 men for taunting her. On December 25, 2007, a tigress escaped from its enclosure at the San Francisco Zoo and attacked 3 men. 2 of the men were brothers, Paul and Cobra Daiwa, and the third was their friend, Carlos Sosa. The tigress, which was called Tatiana, first attacked Cobra. Sosa tried distracting her but only attracted calamity to himself as she left Cobra and fatally attacked him. Tatiana wasn't done. She followed Cobra's blood trail for over 274 meters, 900 feet, before catching up with Paul, who had fled the scene with Cobra. She attacked Paul but didn't kill him before she was killed by the police. The 2 surviving men initially denied taunting the tigress, but Paul later confessed that they did taunt her. He claimed that all 3 yelled and waved at Tatiana, although he denied that they threw anything into her enclosure. Number 3. A pack of dogs vandalized a car because the owner assaulted a comrade. In 2015, a man in Chongqing, China, drove his home one evening to find a stray dog lying in his parking space. Instead of shooting the dog, he proceeded to kick it out of the way before parking his car and entering his home. The canine didn't take the kicking incident lying down. It felt but returned with more dogs, and they all proceeded to vandalize the man's car. They used the jaws to make dents in the car and beat the windshield wipers. The man was shocked when he awoke the next morning to find his car full of dents. He only realized what happened when the neighbor who saw the dogs attacking the car told him. Number 2. Skuas attacked researchers who disturbed their nests. Skuas are one of the several birds that live in Antarctica. While they evolved without human interaction, we know today that they have the ability to remember human faces and will attack people they assume to be enemies. Between 2014 and 2015, some Korean scientists based on King George Island started a study that involved them checking on the nest, eggs, and chicks of the skuas. The skuas weren't comfortable with this, and with time, they started attacking the researchers whenever they got close to the nests. Number 1. A tiger killed a poacher for killing its mate and cub. In Sithathudu, Kerala, India, a male tiger went on a rampage in 2016 after a poacher killed its tigress and cub. The poacher, who was called Baby, was among a party of brewers who illegally brewed alcohol in the forest. They came across the tigress and cub during one of their illegal brewing expedition, Baby shot and killed the tigress and cub, and the man skinned her and shared her meat. The brewers returned 3 days later to meet the angry partner of the tigress. The tiger pounced on Baby and mauled him badly before carrying him into the forest. Baby initially survived the attack, but injuries soon proved fatal. The tiger did not stop at killing Baby. It continued patrolling the region for over 2 months, attacking any unfortunate human it came across. After watching all the videos, in your opinion, whether animals tend to take revenge like humans or not? Please comment below the video to let us know. If you find it a good video, please click like, share and subscribe to support us in making new and better videos. Thank you for watching.